In our day-to-day encounter with different people, what comes into our mind about a certain individual? Is it the goodness of this person or the other way around? Let's check again. Because it's an indicator of the condition of our hearts and the disposition of our respective lives. Hello, good evening, and I'm Richard, and welcome to this daily brief gospel reflection. And today's reading is taken from Luke 7, verses 36 to 50, where a sinful woman being forgiven. And I'd like to highlight this line saying, "Now, when the Pharisee who had invited him saw it, he said to himself, 'If this man were a prophet, he would have known who and what kind of woman this is who is touching him, that she is a sinner.'" And I love this phrase saying, "He said to himself." It's what we call an internal monologue. It is something that's happening inside our minds. It's a continuous battle of good and a bad thinking. And all of us are capable of this, given a certain situation or a given person. We always have something good or bad to say about it. And the condition of our respective hearts and the disposition of our respective lives will determine who will win in this battle, who will remain, and who will dictate our respective words and even in our actions. Recently, I was so graced and so honored that I have received the feeling of being forgiven, the grace of being forgiven, to be accepted again by people who looks at me beyond my own shortcomings, my own mistakes. And the gospel today is reminding all of us that we need more people who sees beyond what they see, especially if they sees only our own shortcomings. If we think of ourselves, if other people will look at us and think that way, what would it be? So it's a challenge for all of us, a reminder for all of us to always be careful what we think. Because remember, what comes into our minds will determine also the words that will come out of our mouth, and they will dictate our respective actions. May have a blessed and a restful night. Good evening. God bless.